Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for being out today. Today I think we have an historic announcement here in Tupelo. It's an investigation that has been ongoing for the last couple of years, multi-jurisdictional with multiple local law enforcement, state law enforcement, and federal law enforcement agencies working in conjunction with each other. We'll bring some of those to your attention in a minute. But today we want to announce that the state of Mississippi, the Mississippi State Tax Commission, Tax Commissioner Ed Morgan, myself, Stacy Pickering, the state auditor, announced today that we will be having a sale of the contraband tobacco that you see here in the warehouse today on Tuesday, October the 27th. It'll be here at this location. It will be sold in lots and it will be open to the public. We'll start off that morning with a viewing for the public and for potential bidders and buyers to come in and see the product, and then the auction will take place later that day. This has been a historic investigation, one of the largest contraband cigarette seizures in our nation's history, right here in Mississippi. And it would not have been possible without the work of local law enforcement today. I want to recognize Sheriff Dickerson from Marshall County. He and his staff have been involved in the investigation. Chief Chapman, you and your staff here in Tupelo, we thank you for your work and the legwork that you have done, as well as the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, Ms. Green, and as well as the FBI. We appreciate all of their efforts leading this investigation and working with the multiple jurisdictions involved. It has followed the story. The two warehouse seizures here at Tupelo are just part of the story and where we began. We've also a couple of seizures at the FBI and the federal agencies have worked with other jurisdictions in Kentucky as well as South Carolina. So this is a large, multi-state, national story with cigarettes that have been brought into United States, warehoused here in other locations. The contraband, what makes this a contraband situation is that the state taxes have not been paid on those cigarettes that you see here today. It was an issue of tax evasion, and with the state and the federal government looking to raise cigarette excise tax, as Mississippi did this past year, what you see is somebody having these cigarettes in the state of Mississippi at 18 cents a pack, taxes owed. Taxes were not paid. But whenever the tax was increased by the legislature earlier this year, you're looking at a $5, $6, possibly $7 billion profit instantly by a new law taking effect. That's where the profit margin in these contraband cigarettes takes place, not only at the state level, but also with the federal government when they raised the floor excise tax on cigarettes earlier in this last couple of years. So those are sort of questions been asked. What makes this contraband? How did this come to effect? Mississippians, it's lost tax revenue that is owed to the taxpayers of the state of Mississippi, and it's been an honor as the state auditor to be involved in just one part of this investigation. Today we do want to announce that not only the location will be kept silent until now, but also the date of the sale next week on Tuesday, October the 27th, that will be coming up, be open to the public, but we will be selling it in large lots at that time. Chief, Sheriff, any comments that you'd like to make?
We're just glad to have the opportunity to work with the state and federal authorities on this case. It is a real problem in certain states of the nation. We're just very happy to be involved.
Any questions we might be able to answer for you as best we can today? Please understand this is an ongoing investigation, and questions been asked about any indictments or arrests involved in the case. The Department of Justice is handling this part as of now because it is an ongoing investigation, and the best statement I can give you on that front is, as Paul Harvey used to say, stand by for news. We will be updating you as those developments are available, but because this is an ongoing investigation, we ask that you respect that and allow the process to continue, but everyone is aware of individuals involved, the size and the scope of the endeavor that was taking place here in Mississippi as well as other states. Any other questions?
You're saying that the 18 cents was paid on these and the profit occurred? Okay.
The state tax was not paid on these cigarettes. If you look at any of we opened up any of these cases today, and the cases that are behind you, if you were looking at the state stamp is not on those cigarettes. State law requires that when cigarettes are brought into Mississippi for sale, those stamps must be attached within 72 hours. These cigarettes have been here longer than 72 hours. And those so it was definitely an intent not to pay the state tobacco tax. As far as the federal tax, that's an issue that the Department of Justice, Department of Treasury, Tobacco Taxation Board will all be addressing as far as the federal side. But what?
If I can interject,
This is David Huggins, our Chief of Investigation.
the federal excise tax, there was an inventory that took place all over the United States for the federal excise tax increase of $6, I'm sorry, on April 1st.
What increase is $6,
The
$7?
federal excise tax is $4.90, please correct me when I'm wrong. $4.90 a carton. April 1, $3.90, thank you. $3.90 a carton. On April the 1st, that increased to $10. So these cigarettes were brought in here before that inventory, and were in this warehouse at that time to avoid federal tax, as well as the state tax.
Can you say how long this investigation you started looking at
This investigation has been going on for a couple of years. I think it would be fair to say. And it's still ongoing. But now we're moving, hopefully wrapping that up. And as I said, hopefully sooner than later we will have information for you available concerning the next phase of this investigation.
And so how many cartons of cigarettes are there?
That's a very good question. I believe we're at 9. Should go to this here, David? 900, I believe it's 956,900 cartons of cigarettes.
Oh, it's the people that were running the money. But what sort of tipped you off to
Well, contraband of any nature is ongoing investigations. Our federal agencies are looking into all the time, especially interstate traffic, tax evasion, and those factors. That's the reason you've got the FBI, the ATF, you've got state and local jurisdictions all involved in this. So as far as going back to exactly, I think what you're going to see here at the end of the day is multiple investigations that came together, and you have the synergy among the federal, state, and local officials working together. And really a textbook case. People set aside any turkey. And I think you saw law enforcement on every level of government working hand in hand to do what is right. And that's one of the hallmarks of this investigation.
These are overseas.
Today, if you'll look around, there's cigarettes that are from Armenia, Mexico, the Philippines, they're manufactured here in the United States. So they are really from multiple locations globally that were imported or brought in from locations here, manufacturers in the U.S. and brought to this location. So we truly have a global assortment of cigarettes here. One of the questions was asked earlier before we started the actual press conference was related to why we've kept the location secret until now. Well, now it's public because we go on to announce the location for the upcoming sale on Tuesday, October the 27th. But also, after we had our initial seizure, the question was asked, why were we keeping it secret? We still had activity that was taking place. The individuals still were involved here in that investigation. So we are able to hopefully start bringing this to some closure at this point and moving into the next phase. Again, I want to thank our police department, our sheriff's department from Marshall County for your efforts in your support in this investigation. The FBI has been invaluable in taking the lead and their expertise, ATF, and the Department of Justice. And we also want to thank TTB out of Washington, Tobacco Taxation Board, and others that have been involved, State Tax Commission, as they get ready to execute the sale on October 27th. Thank you all again for being here today. If we answer any questions for you, feel free to ask. Thank you.
One other question. The tax money, after the sale, that money goes back, I guess, soon back to the states.
Right. Between the federal government and the state government, the money will go back into the general fund, where it should have been all over. Thank y'all.
Huh? Yeah.
I mean, he did really good. He's smooth, isn't he?